Hi, it's Sarah with House Copper, and today we are going to do something kind of fun, and it works for if you're doing coffee pots. You probably could use it for teapots. You could use it if you're making your own French press coffee pot, even anything that has a spout that you want to attach. There are a couple different ways to do spouts. I'm going to do kind of the easiest one because the other one involves a lot of like springs, and that's a whole different ball of wax, which we will tackle at a different time. But this is a very traditional spout that doesn't require much in terms of specialty tools. You can do it even without some of the rotary hand machines without too much work because it's a pretty small piece. But that's what we're going to do today. And I'll show you how you form it, how you cut it, how you form it, what any little tricks with that. And then and that'll be it. Okay, so here we go. First and foremost, you're gonna have a pattern. This is a very standard pattern shape. I'm trying to even figure out if there's a way that I can put patterns or get access to patterns for you guys. But this is the shape, if that helps. It's a odd shape like that. And obviously this shape is just the size I happen to have. If you want bigger or smaller, you know, kind of fit it, do it in paper first to whatever you're building if you want. And then you'll have a piece of tin or copper and a scribe. And then we're gonna trace and cut, and then we're going to fold over the top part. Next, what I always like to remind people is the less material you have to cut around, the easier your life will be. So, like using the stomp shears and getting this. So I'm gonna cut off all the excess. And then even all of this excess. And then you will cut out your piece with the snips. All right, next, now that we have our shape figured out, this is your lip of your spout, and then this is where you're gonna be attaching it to the body. So this is gonna be sharp and it's not gonna be very strong. So we'll bend it over using the burring machine. You can also do it by hand with like a pliers if you want, and then hammer it the rest of the way. But, and then also if you are using a burring machine by chance, you are going to, go the other way, you're going to find trouble when you come to the curve right here. So because you have to keep this as close to your backstop as possible. And so you're gonna kind of have to really curl it around, and it may give you trouble. So be cognizant of that. It's normal, and then bring it up so that you can get kind of almost to 90 degrees. And then that's what we're gonna turn over by hand now on an anvil or with a hammer. So I'm gonna hold this right to the edge, and I'm going to hammer over this burr I've made. Okay, so we have it folded over. This got a little bumpy, but that's all right. For our purposes, this will work. Then you're going to make an allowance for the next burr you're gonna do, so that you can rivet on your spout. Obviously, if you know how wide you wanna make it. So we're gonna do that, see? So you cut off a little bit of this and prepare both sides. Next, you're going to take this stake. I'm using the candle mold stake. If you don't have it, just something in the shape roughly about what you wanna create for your spout. And then you're going to, very gently, so you don't kink that top burr that you've kind of folded over, you're going to create a spout and you're going to kind of use pressure, watch, kind of eyeball till you have a spout. Now you can obviously make it even more narrow. For instance, I could go on this steak and really, this side of the steak, make it really narrow. It's totally up to you. And then now we're going to burr the edge where you're going to connect the spout to your body. Okay, so you're going to, and it is too tight, I'm going to fit this here, and I'm going to, oh, wrong way. And I'm going to start, and again, oh, I'm going to start, but you have to, again, be careful of this curve. It's gonna give you troubles. So you almost don't want to go too, like, don't go too hard on this. You want a lighter touch just to kind of give you a guide. And see how I'm very carefully kind of pulling it. And then this is, see, it slipped. And back over. So you see how I'm kind of very gently creating a burr, and then that's what's going to go against the body of your piece, and then that's where you will ideally rivet the spout onto the body. So there we go. It's kind of, you don't want this to be too much of a right angle because your body is usually curved. And there we have it. Okay, so you have your spout, and then what will happen next, which I'll do in a different video because it's a totally different process to rivet on one of these and solder it. And I'm trying not to make really super long videos because I feel like that's asking a lot of you guys to sit there and be like, mini workshop for 20 minutes of your life. But here's your spout. Here's where the whatchamacallit, the liquid will come out. And when you rivet on, you're gonna use really tiny rivets here, you know, all along here. And then you will have a spout. Isn't that cute? So that is it. How to make a spout, a basic spout for a coffee teapot, whatever you're doing that needs a spout. If you have any thoughts or questions, please send, put a comment below. You can send me a note. All my different ways to contact me are down on the description below. And please, feel free to subscribe, tell other people, find me on Facebook or Instagram, or pick up Copper, Iron, and Clay. And I hope you're having a great week. Thank you for watching, and I will see you here at House Copper next time.